Okay, now I'm going to try to avoid some of the trainers on this route, just so I can come back here and fight some better Pokemon later when I have another team. Let's see here. Well, no, Vine Whip wouldn't be good for this. Yeah, no, it's just Pidgeys. Just do what I'm doing. Continuously brute force. Unless I'm getting hit with Sand Attack. Come on. Hey, I just heard you beat Brock in 2 hits. 1 shot for each Pokemon. Now fight my level 9 Pidgey. You shouldn't have any trouble, right? I can't even switch out to another Pokemon to take out the lowered special. Accuracy, I mean. Make this last the first gym leader of Kanto. Oh my gosh! No! Potion, I need a potion. Thank goodness. I only need 2 hits to... Stop throwing sand in my eye!
Pocket sand!
It's okay, Bulbasaur. Yes! We just need those anime moments where you close your eyes and you sense them around you. I wish I didn't have to worry about wasting potions at this point, but instead I just have to go back and keep healing my Pokemon at the Pokemon Center. Well, you know what? You're gonna get all the fights. All the fights you can handle. It's just sometimes you need a little bit of prep work for it. Oh, I'm not actually sure I'm gonna be able to skip most of these. I mean, hey, if Bulbasaur gets a little overpowered, that's fine. It's kind of weird having Bulbasaur to start with. Because, like, he's really good for the first 2 gyms, since he's a grass type. But when it comes to the main Pokemon you're gonna be fighting along the routes, except for when we get to Mount Moon, I guess. And even then, Zubats. Because, like, Vine Whip's not gonna be good against the Weedle. Or Caterpie, or Pidgey. It's fine against Rattata, I guess. But we're gonna be seeing a lot of Weedles, and a lot of Caterpies and Pidgeys, and eventually Zubats, so it depends. You know, I might think about catching all the Pokemon if I had the other versions of this game, but that's unfortunately not the case. I'm already gonna be buying a lot of different versions of the first 3 gens for all this. Although I guess by the end of this, I'd only be missing Pokemon Red and Gold, so, oh. Ivysaur sprite is weird in this game, man. It's kind of cool, actually. I do still like the design, it's just not what I'm used to. Well, actually, see that's a weird thing, because I do have Stadium 1 and 2, but the problem is, and that's another problem with also having other versions of this game. This is the only Japanese version of a Pokemon game I'm playing. And the issue with that is that the Japanese games aren't actually compatible with English games. I can't transfer or trade or anything, because I think there's some sort of different programming going on, so either they outright deny compatibility with this game, or there's some odd corrupted data that happens. So I can actually connect this game. I have the transfer pack, and I do have the N64 and Stadium 1 and 2, but I can't actually connect them to those games. Which is a bit of a oh, what the Ekans? Why does he have a duck mouth? His jaw is unhinged. But I got to go a little ahead. I do plan on playing the Stadium games. All of them. And I will make sure green is a part of that. I kind of have to have it be. Now trust me, I'm way ahead of you on that. I'm way ahead of you on the swapping the shell stuff. All part of the plan. Oh, Nidoran. Nidoran male. Looks mostly the same. Oh, those are the most frustrating kind of bits with the bars in this game, where you can swear it's empty, there's hardly anything in there, but it's just barely holding on. The biggest tease of that, for me, is like when you're playing the Gen 2 games, and you've got your experience bar, and then it's practically filled, and yet they're just like, nope, not leveled up yet, get like 5 more experience points. You're gonna have 4 Weedles, aren't you? 4 level 9 Weedles. Okay, well, the Kakuna. At least they're not going to be attacking me, but... Oh, wait. No, but I can just use Vine Whip, because that only raises defense, and Vine Whip's special. And so I don't waste too many of those. I can use Tackle again to finish it off. Great. Caterpie. And then I'm guessing a Metapod, which... Actually, we haven't seen Metapod yet. Yep, it's a Metapod. Get a Tackle in, then switch to the Vine Whips. Not even a problem for Ivysaur. I mean, I guess I skipped one trainer. Sometimes the beauty of a Pokemon battle just needs to be experienced. You don't need to talk, you just take in the sounds and the sights and watch it go into full play. Which is also to say I couldn't think of anything to say. Still Pidgeys. I'm thinking one of the Pokemons I'm thinking about having, at least as a secondary part of my party, should be able to be caught around here. Oh yeah, there they are. We've got a Spearow. Look about as stout as ever. And still strong. It also helps that they actually have a flying type move this early on with Peck. Oh, please tell me this is what I think it is. Okay, cool. And the first Pokemon we catch is the Spearow, who I'm not going to name. I'm not planning on having them be a part of my main team, but I am going to need them for later. It's going to be worth at least training them for a little bit, having them part of my team. Plus, it'll be nice to have a Pokemon that can just fly whenever. I mean, that was something else I had to take into consideration. Because I forgot to make most of these teams without considering HMs. Except for, like, Fly, maybe. Fly and Surf. Those are the main two. But Cut, Strength, all that stuff. I didn't think too hard about that, but I think I'll be fine. And Fly is something I don't need all the time. That's something I'm fine with swapping out for. I really like that regular bird sprite we got going on. It's not reminiscent of a Pokemon, it's just a bird. But I like birds. And I think it's from this guy you can buy a Magikarp from, but I'm not using a Magikarp. Actually, I'm not sure I've used a Magikarp in Gen 1 ever. Usually Platinum or... Yeah, I think it's really only Platinum. Zubat. Looking kinda sharp. I like it. There's a Pokeball over there. So the next Pokemon on our team is actually... Damn it. Didn't realize there were a trainer. But the next Pokemon we need on our team is in Mount Moon. And there it is. Dang it, I should not have fought this trainer. They're ruining everything. They're spoiling the whole playthrough. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get a Clefairy on my team, which hopefully will not be that hard, finding them and catching them. I think a part of me really just wanted to use a Clefairy in one of these playthroughs, and maybe this wasn't the best game to use them for, but it was the only time where it was the only game I could fit them in, so I figure why not. Although as you're gonna see later, it's not gonna be for the best I have a Pokemon like that on my team. Oh, encounter rates. How fast? How fast? How long can I go? Dang it. Do not make that pose with me, sir. Oh, Magnemite. I did consider getting a Magnemite, but then I remembered that they're not a Steel type in this game. In fact, the Steel type is not at all in this game, or Dark, which is fine. You don't need another typing, but when they're just a mono electric type, there are better options. Like Voltorb, actually. I would rather have a Voltorb. For the Gen 1 playthroughs I have planned, this is the only game I'm gonna have without an electric type, so... I don't think we'll be in too dire strats, but we'll have to make do without one, just for green. And now that I've gotten the item, I'm just gonna head back to the main part of the cave, so we can look for that Clefairy. Are they behind the sign? No? Not bad? This is what I was very afraid of. This might take some time. You know, I've never been one to complain about Zubats in caves. Maybe meme it up a little bit here and there, but I was never like, Zubats aren't much of a problem, really. I mean, you can just get repels, right? But I am trying to save my money this time. I am getting a little worried with my team, because with how the levels are going... Oh wait, was that Bullet Seed? Or am I thinking of at the end of the cave and with a different game? I'm pretty sure it's not even in this game. I think that might just be Fire Red, and at the... Oh wait, no, that would be at the end of Dark Cave. Or at the end of the cave before Lavender Town. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, it's been a while since I played Gen 1. Not that I don't like the Gen, I just never really got back to it until now. And usually when I did, it was in Fire Red. Because that's the one I grew up with, and I really like that. Kind of partial to that one. Meanwhile, my brother grew up with Blue, so he's kind of more familiar with this than I am. It is kind of his fault that I became a Pokemon fan. Although, funnily enough, with as long as I've been a fan, and with all the games I played, I have to admit, I've never actually fully beaten Gen 1 in the original Game Boy games. I've beaten pretty much everything else, Gen 2, 3, 4, all the originals and the remakes, but Red, Blue, Green, Yellow, nope, never got to the end of a single playthrough. So this is gonna be a first for me, in many ways, which is especially weird because I do know these games decent enough. It's not like I haven't beaten Gen 1, I just haven't beaten the originals. It's an odd thing though, isn't it? I mean, I have played the games, but I haven't, but say other games where you actually haven't played them, and you still know a lot about them, and you kind of learn them through osmosis. I think a good example of that for me is the Resident Evil games, or a couple of them at least, because I've never played them, but I know a decent amount of them. Or like classic Castlevania. I played a little bit of Castlevania 4, but I've never beaten one, and I don't know too much about the Egavanias, but I've got a decent amount of knowledge about the side-scroller ones. But once you hit Symphony of the Night, and it keeps going with that style, it's a blank for me. Oh, come on. Wait, I have the Pokedex, I can check. Oh, wait. No, I can't. There's something about Sandshrews sprite that looks really raw in this game. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. He just looks... He kind of gives me, like, naked mole rat vibes. Clefairy. Okay, so it's where I am where I need to be. I just don't remember if I need to be in the specific room or it's just the cave. I do like how... In the Twitch description of this game that I read, which is probably just some old summary of it, I'm just thinking back to when it said, you can't win with just a single Pokemon. Pretty sure you can. I could probably just use Ivysaur and blast through the whole game. I mean, when I was a kid, that's what I did. I focused on one Pokemon, and it wasn't always pretty, but it did work. I remember the first time I played Diamond and Pearl when I was a kid, I only used Empoleon, or first time I played through Crystal, I only used Typhlosion. Certainly not the most graceful playthroughs, but it worked. I just have to convince myself that I can catch a Clefairy on here, because it might just be a matter of low catch rates. And I don't want to go deeper, because I know there are different Pokemon in different rooms. I know I can catch a Paris somewhere in here, unless that's only Fire Red. That's going to be the worst thing, too. Thinking I can do things when I actually can't, because my memory of this game is a lot more heavy on Fire Red than originals. Even worse, because I'm playing Green, which has different locations for Pokemon, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not talking about version-specific Pokemon, too. Like how I can't catch a... Hang on, I've got a couple written down here. Oh yeah, I don't think I can catch a Vileplume, an Oddish in this game. Because that's only for Red. I'm not even talking about stuff like that, but stuff where they added or changed around how Pokemon appeared in later versions. So I have to keep that in mind as well. I mean, I haven't been running into as many Geodudes as I have in Zubats, so maybe I'll look it up on my phone while I'm doing this. If I can reach it. Nope, that's my 3DS. There it is. It's not even like I can be slightly excited doing this, because I'm like, oh, what if I get a shiny? Because there's no shinies in Gen 1. And even then, I mean, I can't transfer any Pokemon to the recent games. They'd be stuck here. I mean, I can, but it'd be weird. And this is only half the fun of Mountain Moon for this playthrough. Just wait till we actually start playing through it. Okay, so I can run into a Clefairy here. I'm just looking this up because I don't want to spend all my damn time looking for one Pokemon in Mountain Moon of all places. I can find a Clefairy here, but they are 1% catch rate. I mean, 1% encounter rate. If I go a little deeper into the cave, though, they do get a little higher in the catch rate. I mean, encounter rate. And I think they even become a little stronger, which I'm not going to be too focused on. So they should be more, since we're in basement floor 1, I assume, they should be a little more encounterable now. But we're still going to be seeing all sorts of Zubats. And we should also be seeing a Paris here, too. And again, I don't want to go too far because we left a couple trainers, so I want to be able to I want to be sure I can get them with Clefairy before we end up going through Mount Moon, and it'll take a while to get back. Actually, I won't even be able to get back because once you leave, you can't return because of the hills. Bat Buddy, Rock Buddy, but where's Moon Buddy? I need to see my Moon Buddy. And once we actually find that Clefairy, it's gonna be even more of a struggle because then I actually need to make sure I catch it. All I know is that because of me not being very lucky with finding the Pokemon and all that kind of stuff, that this has ended up and is going to be very long. It's okay if I make the screen longer, we move faster left and right. That means it'll go faster. I'm begging you, show up. You know, I am planning on trying to get to the next town and the next gym and beating that on this stream. I think that'll still happen. At this rate, there's no guarantee. Oh! But maybe there is. Hold up. Swapping Spearow. I don't think Clefairy is terribly strong at the moment. It should only have like double slap. Or pound. So this is Peck, I think? Peck, yeah. Wait a minute. Listen to me. I can't be saying that kind of stuff. I know it's the move name, but can't go around saying stuff like that. Gotta be careful with what I say. Don't crit. Okay. Alright, 5 Pokeballs, not a lot for this. Probably should have saved. I really should have saved. I also forgot to buy an escape rope. Okay. Thank goodness. We have our Clefairy. You're just gonna get the smiley face. Just a big smiley face. So that's what Clefairy is about. Happiness.